Imagine a group of Somali pirates, not only armed with guns but also wielding power and chaos, daring to confront the powerful warships of the United States Navy. These warships are equipped with the most advanced technology, over 600 feet long and capable of displacing hundreds of thousands of tons. What do you think will happen when this band of pirates dares to provoke the most fearsome warships of the US Navy? The reality is that the Somali pirates are constantly calculating because they know the US Navy will not resort to lethal force. This very fact has emboldened them to try their luck with practically anything. From the very beginning, as a friend of mine who has participated in anti-piracy missions once shared with me, the fact that we don't immediately use lethal weapons has made pirates bolder. If they knew that intruding on US territory would result in immediate casualties, they might not even think of reckless actions. So don't underestimate these pirates. They've evolved far beyond the legendary images of Caribbean pirates like Blackbeard or Captain Kidd. Today's pirates are not only reckless but also highly sophisticated, employing dangerous tactics. So do you dare to follow this exciting story? Join combatants as we explore the infamous attack by Somali pirates on the MV Maersk, Alabama, one of the most shocking events in recent history. We'll also delve into how the US Navy deployed the destroyer USS Howard and why the United States, along with other nations, had to negotiate to salvage this ship. The question is, did pirates ever really have a chance? And how did this piracy problem in Somalia begin? Somalia, a nation located in the Horn of Africa, has faced numerous challenges, from war and poverty to lawlessness. In the 1990s, after President Siad Barre was overthrown, the country fell into a state of lawlessness. Without a strong central government, many foreign vessels began invading Somali waters, fishing illegally and dumping waste into its seas. To protect their waters and livelihoods, local fishermen gradually turned to pirates. By the 2000s, Somali pirates had become the focus of global attention. They were heavily armed, capturing large ships for ransom. These pirates often used small, agile boats to attack and take crews hostage. Demanding ransom became a lucrative business for them. Unlike the image of pirates of yesteryear living on ships, modern pirates have hideouts on land and use small, fast boats to carry out their attacks. Their weapons now consist of guns instead of swords, and their goal is to instill fear and plunder. One terrifying punishment they employ is desertion, abandoning troublemakers on a deserted island with a small amount of food, water, and a gun, leaving the person to survive on their own or decide their own fate. In the fight against piracy, the US Navy plays a crucial role, presenting itself as a symbol of global naval power. Facing them are daring pirates, willing to risk everything for a huge reward. Every encounter becomes a complex battle of wits as the US Navy deploys advanced technologies and sophisticated strategies to counter this threat. The Navy has opted for non-lethal deterrence measures rather than resorting to large-scale force. But does this approach really work to deter pirates? Some argue it's time to take a tougher stance. A friend of mine once said, "When pirates attack ships in international waters, lethal force must be used. It's time to end this threat." What do you think about this perspective? If you agree, leave a yes in the comments below. The US Navy believes that the use of non-lethal weapons helps minimize risks when facing threats while ensuring the safety of everyone at sea. One of the most commonly used tools is the long-range acoustic device LRAD, which emits concentrated sound waves that cause pain and deter targets from approaching. In addition, powerful water cannons are used to defend against pirate attacks. These devices create an extremely powerful stream of water, forming an impenetrable barrier that prevents pirates from approaching commercial vessels. The ability to spray water directly at pirate boats not only makes them difficult to control, but can also quickly flood the hull, causing the vessel to gradually sink. Do you know what happens when a boat fills with water? In addition, there are more aggressive measures such as stun grenades, electrified barriers, laser devices, and blinding weapons, all of which are non-lethal but uncomfortable and sometimes extremely painful. That's why the United States has developed multiple tactics to counter pirate attacks. One of the most notable encounters with pirates the US Navy has faced occurred aboard the USS Nicholas, FFG-47, in April 2010. While patrolling the Indian Ocean, the ship detected a suspicious pirate boat known as a skiff moving near its location. The crew of the USS Nicholas responded quickly, deploying the necessary defensive measures to escape the US. The situation escalated when the pirates first fired at the Navy warship. The US vessel immediately returned fire and pursued the skiff to neutralize the armed group. US Navy sailors from the USS Nicholas boarded the skiff and captured a group of 3 pirates. Troops discovered a cache of ammunition and fuel containers on the boat and sank it after apprehending the pirates. Later, the same US warship captured 2 more pirates on a larger vessel believed to be the mothership of the previously detained group. These captured pirates were brought to the US to stand trial and receive life sentences. This incident not only demonstrated the strength of the USS Nicholas, but also the crew's superior combat capabilities in dealing with pirate threats. Another memorable event occurred in April 2009 when the USS Bainbridge was deployed to rescue the American cargo ship MV Maersk, Alabama, which had been hijacked by Somali pirates. In this incident, the pirates took Captain Richard Phillips hostage. Negotiations between the Navy and the pirates became increasingly tense, leading the U.S. Navy to decide on decisive action. A Navy SEAL team from the USS Bainbridge executed a night raid, eliminating 3 pirates and safely rescuing Captain Phillips. This rescue mission, known as Operation Neptune Spear, was a testament to the U.S. Navy's skill and precision in handling pirate threats, even under the most challenging circumstances. However, not all nations are fortunate enough to possess the robust counter-piracy capabilities that the U.S. has. Other countries face significant obstacles due to limited resources, challenging geography, and varying levels of international support, putting them at a disadvantage in their efforts to protect their sea lanes. In this context, the U.S. Navy stands out as a powerful force capable of controlling and securing vast expanses of ocean. Its fleet is not only the largest, but also the most advanced in the world, with the Zumwalt-class ships exemplifying cutting-edge innovation and progress. The first-in-class USS Zumwalt is designed for multi-mission capabilities, from deterrence to sea control, prepared to meet current and future challenges with cutting-edge technology. Soon, the Zumwalt will be equipped with the Common Hypersonic Glide Body, a system capable of speeds exceeding Mach 5, capable of destroying targets with its astonishing speed alone. Alongside it, the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, in service since 1991, stand firm as a mainstay, with capabilities to counter threats from the air to underwater. Do pirates stand a chance against these top-tier warships? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow Combatants for more discussions on this topic. Thanks to the advanced Aegis combat system, these ships can detect, track, and eliminate targets quickly and efficiently, neutralizing threats in seconds. In the global fight against piracy, leading international organizations like the International Maritime Bureau, IMB, have played a pivotal role. The IMB not only monitors and records attacks, but also provides critical information to governments and authorities worldwide. Furthermore, the United Nations has established the UN Convention, establishing a comprehensive legal framework for addressing piracy. This convention requires countries to cooperate internationally to capture and prosecute pirates, regardless of their nationality or area of operation. Combined Joint Task Force 150, CTF 150, led by the Combined Maritime Forces, is a multinational fleet with the primary mission of maintaining maritime security and stability in the Gulf of Aden, the Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean. Its duties include counterterrorism, deterring illegal activities such as piracy and smuggling, and creating a safe and secure maritime environment. Counter-piracy is a global collaborative effort, with participating nations contributing naval assets and rotating personnel to keep this task force operational. The task force also collaborates closely with organizations such as the European Union Naval Force and NATO in patrolling, monitoring, and interdicting activities in designated areas, thereby promoting international cooperation. The U.S. Navy plays a critical role in the anti-piracy coalition, demonstrating a strong commitment to maritime security through active participation in multinational missions such as CTF 151. The U.S. Navy has helped prevent and respond to pirate activities in sensitive regions. This commitment is clearly demonstrated through the deployment of naval assets like the USS Howard to monitor and protect hijacked vessels like the Phenom. Working closely with international partners, the U.S. Navy reaffirms its determination to safeguard global commerce and ensure the safety of crew members. We express our deepest gratitude to the brave individuals who protect the seas from the threat of piracy day and night. Their sacrifice and resilience deserve to be honored. If you found this video interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Combatants channel to support us. Imagine a horrific scenario. The world's most powerful superpower, the United States, facing a nuclear threat. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, fall from the sky, launched from distant lands like Russia or North Korea. Have you ever imagined such a scenario? It sounds like an unthinkable nightmare, but the reality is that ICBMs can hit the United States in just 30 minutes from launch. 30 minutes. That's the brief time it takes for an ICBM to cross continents and devastate a city. Can U.S. defense systems counter this threat? Combatants will provide you with the answers. Before diving into understanding the U.S. defense system, it's important to first understand the nature of the threats these defense systems are designed to counter, especially those posed by modern missiles. These weapons aren't just simple long-range missiles or conventional munitions. They are strategic tools designed to inflict unimaginable destruction, capable of taking millions of lives and turning large cities into rubble. Furthermore, their destructive power has the potential to change not just a nation, but the entire world, creating lasting consequences that cannot be undone. To better understand the level of danger these missiles pose, we need to look at one of the most terrifying nuclear weapons possessed by a modern superpower, Russia's RS-28 Sarmat, also known as Satan II. This is one of the most powerful intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads with devastating power. The RS-28 Sarmat was developed with the goal of overcoming any existing missile defense system in the world. This missile is not only capable of engaging targets at extremely long ranges, but is also equipped with advanced technologies to evade detection and interception by defense systems, making it a real threat. Great for any nation. Including those with the most advanced missile defense systems, the RS-28 Sarmat is launched from silos, similar to those used for the R-36M2 Vood missile. It can be transported by rail from the manufacturing site to military units, or placed on 4-axle trailers pulled by heavy-duty trucks. According to the manufacturer, the RS-28 Sarmat is 116.5 feet long, 9.8 feet in diameter, and has a launch weight of 48,600 pounds. The missile is made primarily of durable yet lightweight aluminum and magnesium alloys, allowing it to carry a large payload. Composite materials are also used in its storage and launch containers to reduce radar detection. According to the U.S. Missile Defense Project, Russian media reports indicate that the Satan II missile can carry 10 large warheads, 16 smaller ones, or 24 U-74 hypersonic glide vehicles. This means that a single Satan II missile can unleash destructive power, equivalent to 8 megatons of TNT, 400 times more powerful than the atomic bomb the U.S. dropped on Japan in 1945. What makes Satan II particularly dangerous is not only its power, but also its advanced countermeasures. The system is equipped with sophisticated decoys and penetration aids that disrupt missile defense systems. The technology that allows Satan II to launch multiple warheads simultaneously is called Multiple Independently Targetable Re-entry Vehicles, MIRVs. After reaching a speed of 15,000 miles per hour, the missile disperses warheads, each capable of striking targets hundreds of miles away. Depending on the strategy, this missile can carry 10 to 15 nuclear warheads, each with an estimated yield in the tens of megatons. Its range of up to 11,200 miles means that every location in the U.S. is within its reach. The missile is also equipped with several decoys to confuse enemy defense systems. The RS-28 Sarmat features an RD-274 engine in its initial stage, and its warheads can travel at Mach 20.7, approximately 15,800 miles per hour, with a complex trajectory making it nearly impossible to intercept. Satan II, also known as the RS-28 Sarmat, is not only an incredibly powerful intercontinental ballistic missile, but is also equipped with the capability to deploy hypersonic glide vehicles HGVs, which can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5. One of the notable features of HGVs is their ability to change flight direction mid-course, making tracking and interception extremely difficult for traditional defense systems. Thanks to this flexibility, HGVs can evade modern missile defense systems, such as interceptors designed to counter traditional ballistic missiles. These sudden course changes make predicting and locking onto targets nearly impossible. Furthermore, the high-speed and unpredictable flight path of HGVs allow them to evade lines of defense such as missile shields or radar tracking systems, posing a significant threat to nations with missile defense technology. With the combination of these factors, Satan II, along with its ability to deploy HGVs, has become one of the most powerful and terrifying weapons systems. Many current defense technologies are ushering in a new era of nuclear warfare and intercontinental attacks. So what can the United States do against such a threat? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss this pressing issue. Turning to the Korean Peninsula, despite being a small country, North Korea possesses significant military potential and can become a formidable threat. One of North Korea's strategic weapons is the Hwasong-17 ballistic missile, with a range of approximately 9,300 miles, allowing it to strike any location on U.S. soil, including major cities like New York, Washington, D.C., and Los Angeles. The Hwasong-17 is a powerful intercontinental ballistic missile ICBM capable of carrying a nuclear warhead and altering its flight path to avoid interception. This development has made North Korea a serious contender in the challenge of maintaining international security and stability, particularly in the context of rising tensions between the U.S. and North Korea. The Hwasong-17 missile is not only a powerful offensive tool, but also a means for North Korea to demonstrate its strength and deterrence capabilities against other nations. With its vast range and ability to carry nuclear warheads, the Hwasong-17 raises concerns about the risk of nuclear conflict and presents a significant challenge to the missile defense systems of the U.S. and its allies in the region. The missile's technical specifications have not been disclosed by Pyongyang. However, experts at 38 North, a North Korea-focused program at the Stimson Center, a U.S. policy think tank, estimate it to have a diameter of 8.2 feet, a height of 78.7 to 85.3 feet, and a launch weight of 176,000 to 242,400 pounds. These dimensions make the Hwasong-17 the largest liquid-fueled ICBM mounted on a mobile launcher in the world. Ankit Panda, an expert on North Korea's missile and nuclear weapons programs at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace in the U.S., noted that the size and engine configuration suggest the Hwasong-17's first stage could generate up to 160 tons of thrust. With its dimensions, the Hwasong-17 can carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, MIRVs, and decoys to enhance its ability to penetrate missile defense systems. The MIRV design poses a significant threat to U.S. missile defense systems. As of 2020, the U.S. Ground-Based Mid-Course Defense (GMD) system had 44 interceptor missiles, but to guarantee a hit, at least 4 interceptors must be launched to counter a single enemy missile. Consequently, the U.S. missile shield can only intercept a maximum of 11 incoming warheads at a time. The Hwasong-17, capable of carrying 3 to 4 warheads, or a mix of real and decoy warheads, could overwhelm the GMD system if North Korea were to launch multiple ICBMs simultaneously. While North Korea's missile technology has yet to reach Russia's level of sophistication and power, it is undeniable that the rapid development of its domestic missile program is causing increasing concern and apprehension. Globally, the Hwang-17 missile, one of North Korea's latest breakthrough weapons, is not only believed to be capable of carrying multiple nuclear warheads, but is also designed with advanced features to effectively counter modern missile defense systems. Notably, the Hwang-17 is highly maneuverable, allowing it to alter its trajectory during flight to avoid detection and interception. Furthermore, this missile is equipped with penetration capabilities similar to Russia's Satan II, allowing it to evade layers of defense, thus posing a very serious threat to any nation with ambitions to protect itself using missile defense systems. The combination of advanced missile technology and flexible maneuverability has made the Hwang-17 a weapon that cannot be taken lightly in North Korea's hands. Can the U.S. missile defense shield withstand the destructive power of modern missiles? Join combatants as we analyze U.S. defense systems in detail and search for answers. The first system the United States relies on is the Ground-Based Mid-Course Defense, GMD, a mid-course defense layer. This system is designed to intercept nuclear warheads during their mid-course phase as they travel through space before re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. But is GMD truly effective? GMD operates by launching ground-based interceptors, GBIs, from bases in Alaska and California. It is currently the only U.S. system capable of defending the entire continental United States against ICBM threats, particularly from potentially nuclear-armed nations like North Korea and Iran. GMD works through the tight integration of advanced technologies, including radar systems and a network of surveillance satellites. The GMD process begins with early detection of enemy missile launches. The Space-Based Infrared System, SBIRs, a network of satellites equipped with infrared sensors, detects the thermal signature of missile engines and transmits the information to the command center. Then, the Sea-Based X-band radar, SBX, mounted on a mobile oil rig platform, in conjunction with long-range ground-based radar systems, tracks the missile's trajectory, analyzes its speed and flight path, and predicts its point of impact. The SBX can detect objects with a radar cross-section as small as 1 square meter from up to 3,100 miles away, allowing the system to accurately identify real warheads and distinguish them from decoys. Interceptors in the Ground-Based Mid-Course Defense (GMD) system are launched from silos in Alaska and California, using kinetic energy to destroy incoming ICBMs in space. These interceptors are equipped with solid-fueled rocket motors, allowing them to reach a maximum speed of over 24,000 kilometers per hour, 15,000 miles per hour, sufficient to counter high-speed targets in space. However, the effectiveness of the GMD system remains controversial. In testing, its success rate is only around 58%, even under controlled conditions. This raises concerns about its real-world performance against adversaries employing countermeasures such as decoys or dummy warheads, which could reduce the accuracy of radar and sensor systems. Currently, GMD has only 44 operational interceptors, making the system vulnerable to overload during large-scale attacks or multiple simultaneous threats. Cost and technical limitations also present significant challenges. The system's development cost has exceeded $40 billion, with an annual operating cost of approximately $1 billion. Each interceptor launch costs approximately $70 million, adding to budgetary pressures. Furthermore, the limited number of interceptors and the reliance on existing radar systems hinder the system's flexibility to respond to threats from multiple directions. Plans to upgrade GMD include deploying 20 new interceptors to Alaska by 2030 and developing a next-generation radar system, the Long Range Discrimination Radar, LRDR, to replace the SPY-1. Advanced rocket engine technologies are also being researched to improve the interceptor's speed and maneuverability. In addition to the GMD system, a key component of the U.S. missile defense strategy includes the Aegis Ballistic Missile Defense (Aegis BMD) system, a cutting-edge defense technology designed to counter ballistic missile threats. The Aegis BMD system focuses primarily on intercepting and destroying missiles during the final phase of their flight trajectory, when ballistic missiles re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and descend toward their targets, a phase that is both critical and highly dangerous. Aegis utilizes the AN/SPY-1 radar, an active electronically scanned array radar capable of detecting and tracking ballistic missiles at ranges up to 1,000 kilometers, providing precise guidance data for interceptors. The system primarily employs the Standard Missile 3 (SM-3), capable of destroying targets at altitudes of 100 to 150 kilometers, with speeds exceeding Mach 15 over 18,000 kilometers per hour, 17,700 kilometers per hour. It uses strike-to-kill technology to neutralize targets kinetically without explosives, operating at altitudes up to 100 kilometers. Aegis operates in the stratosphere beyond the range of commercial aircraft but below the trajectories of ICBMs. Aegis BMD is primarily designed to counter short and medium-range ballistic missiles, often originating in conflict zones or hostile nations in close proximity. Recent technological advancements have extended Aegis's capability to assist in the interception of ICBMs, although it remains a secondary layer of defense. This is particularly significant for addressing regional threats such as North Korea, where short or medium-range missiles could target U.S. allies such as Japan or South Korea. As the missile threat approaches, the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) system will activate, serving as the final shield against sudden attacks. THAAD is designed to intercept ballistic missiles during their terminal phase as they re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and descend toward their targets. A THAAD interceptor missile is 20 feet long, weighs 2,000 pounds, and has a maximum range of 125 miles, with an interception altitude between 25 and 93 miles. The Stratosphere system employs impact-to-kill technology, destroying missiles through direct impact at hypersonic speeds, often exceeding Mach 8, approximately 6,000 miles per hour. The destructive force of such an impact not only neutralizes the incoming missile, but also completely disables any accompanying warheads, including nuclear or chemical ones. THAAD is designed with an operational range of up to 125 miles, capable of intercepting missiles at altitudes between 25 and 93 miles, providing protection for target areas against short and medium-range missiles, and even assisting in countering intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, during their terminal phase. The central component of the system is the AEN/TPY-2 radar, an active electronically scanned array AESA radar operating in the X-band frequency, with a detection range of up to 620 miles and the ability to distinguish real threats from decoys or fake warheads. THAAD's mobile launch system is deployed on trucks, with each launcher carrying 8 missiles, enabling rapid deployment to strategic areas such as South Korea, Japan, and the Middle East to protect allies from short and medium-range ballistic missile threats. However, THAAD is not a perfect solution. A major limitation is its ability to handle a limited number of missiles during an attack. In the event of a large-scale nuclear assault by nations like Russia or China, which have the capability to launch large volumes of ICBMs, THAAD could be quickly overwhelmed. Each THAAD battery costs approximately $3 billion, with each interceptor missile priced at $1.11 million. Although the system has demonstrated a success rate of over 90% in testing, THAAD still requires upgrades to counter increasingly sophisticated threats and work more effectively with other systems like GMD and Aegis BMD to ensure national and regional security. Furthermore, THAAD is primarily designed to protect specific areas rather than the entire nation, making it more suitable for regional threats than large-scale strategic attacks. Imagine this scenario. If a nuclear attack were to occur on U.S. soil, which targets would the adversary prioritize? With the advances in hypersonic missile technology of adversary nations, does THAAD need further upgrades to maintain its status as one of the most advanced missile defense systems? Do you think we are adequately prepared to face the worst-case scenario? Share your opinions and help us find solutions together. Major cities such as New York, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and Chicago would be among the first targets. The destruction of these urban centers would not only result in significant economic and political damage, but would also cause severe psychological shock, potentially breaking the national spirit. Adversaries would also target strategic military bases, particularly those housing nuclear weapons, ICBM silos, and missile defense systems. Locations such as Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota or Vandenberg Space Force Base in California California would undoubtedly be prime targets. Additionally, critical infrastructure such as power grids, transportation networks, and communication centers would be attacked to paralyze the nation, making it difficult for the U.S. to organize a defense or recover from the disaster. In the event of a nuclear attack, the United States would apply the doctrine of mutually assured destruction, MAD, a powerful deterrent mechanism designed to prevent any nation from launching a nuclear attack. This doctrine is based on the principle that if a country were to attack the U.S. with nuclear weapons, that country would face a massive retaliatory strike, resulting in the complete destruction of both sides. Both nations would suffer catastrophic losses, including the deaths of millions, the destruction of infrastructure, and the collapse of key elements of society. Therefore, according to the MAD doctrine, the probability of a nuclear war is very low, as no nation would want to endure the devastating consequences of a nuclear attack, with total annihilation always looming as a real threat. In such scenarios, however, current missile defense systems including GMD, Aegis, BMD, and THAAD still have certain limitations. No missile defense system guarantees the ability to intercept 100% of incoming missiles, particularly during a large-scale attack or one utilizing advanced technologies such as hypersonic missiles, maneuverable reentry vehicles, MARVs, or radar decoy warheads. Although effective in regional protection and countering lesser threats, these systems are insufficient to withstand a large-scale attack from nuclear superpowers such as Russia or China. Nevertheless, with the continued advancement of military technology, particularly in offensive capabilities, the United States must continue to invest in next-generation defense systems. Next-generation long-range radars, such as the Long-Range Discrimination Radar, LRDR, will offer enhanced decoy detection and discrimination capabilities. Space-based interception systems and directed energy weapons, lasers, are also being researched to counter hypersonic missiles and complex warheads. Furthermore, increasing the number of interceptors in the GMD system and upgrading THAAD to handle large-scale attacks are viable approaches in the ongoing arms race. The optimal U.S. defense strategy involves not only updating military technology, but also requires flexible strategic thinking. Building a robust active defense system and the ability to respond with devastating force to effectively deter potential adversaries is a key element of this strategy. This requires a delicate balance between hard and soft power, between defense and offense, to ensure national security and maintain global superpower status in a world fraught with instability. National security is the top priority for every nation. What do you think about the U.S. approach to defense? Is combining both defense and offense a wise choice? Throughout history, with nearly 70% of the Earth's surface covered by water, humanity has continued to evolve. Militaries have constantly sought ways to transport military equipment across seas and rivers. Oceans and rivers are not only important transportation routes, but sometimes also present significant obstacles that must be overcome. From massive cargo ships to specialized warships, transporting military equipment by water is a significant challenge, especially when it comes to getting vehicles and goods from ship to shore. Imagine standing on a coastline watching giant ships loaded with weapons and combat vehicles preparing to depart land, crossing vast ocean waves. But have you ever wondered how the military manages to safely bring this heavy war equipment to shore? Braving the waves, pirates, and other unimaginable challenges. In today's video, the Combatants channel will open up a mysterious world of military transportation at sea, exploring how the harsh challenges of the ocean cannot hinder humanity's military might. So, how does the military maintain effective operations when ports are limited or unusable? The answer is the Combined Joint Overshore Logistics System, or CJLOTS. This is a method used by the U.S. military to provide logistics to combat forces without relying on traditional ports. One of the systems featured in CJLOTS is the Enhanced Navy Lighterage System, or INLS. This is a crucial innovation for bringing troops and equipment to shore in harsh conditions. INLS is an extremely flexible and advanced system, composed of many separate modules that can be connected in different ways, depending on the needs of each mission. This offers maximum transportation flexibility, allowing the U.S. military to maintain operations without relying on port infrastructure. One of INLS's most notable advantages is its cargo capacity of up to 330,000 pounds, capable of transporting a variety of goods such as containers, vehicles, equipment, and supplies, thus speeding up the logistics process on the coast. Notably, INLS uses advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, big data analytics, and the Internet of Things, IoT, to monitor and optimize supply chains in real time. According to data from the U.S. Navy, systems like INLS have helped reduce storage and transportation times by up to 30%, while increasing the operational sustainability of combat units in adverse environments. In the context of modern warfare, where military operations demand greater flexibility and rapid connectivity, INLS is an indispensable part of the global logistics strategy for superpowers such as the US, Russia, and China. In this system, the Military Sea Lift Command, MSC, plays an important role. This U.S. Navy unit manages military transport vehicles, including roll-on, roll-off Ro-Ro ships, which facilitate the loading and unloading of vehicles without requiring a dock. Ro-Ro ships can lower ramps, allowing vehicles to be easily moved from ship to shore, saving time and improving operational efficiency. Vehicles such as Humvees, multi-purpose trucks, and even heavy armored vehicles can be loaded. Have you ever wondered how the U.S. Armed Forces managed to quickly and efficiently deliver heavy weapons, such as the HIMARS rocket artillery system, to the battlefield during amphibious operations? The answer lies in the LCU system and the Landing Craft Utility LCU. LCU vessels can transport military vehicles directly from the ship to the beach or inland if direct beach access is not possible. The LCU, with a cargo capacity of up to 440,000 pounds, is a crucial amphibious vehicle. It can transport large military equipment such as tanks, armored vehicles, heavy machinery, and vehicles to beaches or land areas without requiring a port. The LCU not only transports troops but can also transport essential supplies, ranging from ammunition to medical equipment and other goods needed to support amphibious landings or rescue operations. The LCU's transportation capabilities are not limited to transporting combat vehicles. They also include the ability to access areas with difficult terrain or beaches that cannot be reached directly. With its tracks and flexible design, the LCU can cross muddy beaches, deep snow, or even storm-ravaged areas that larger ships cannot access. This allows the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps to move weapons, vehicles, and troops to strategic positions on the coast quickly and efficiently, regardless of terrain or weather conditions. Imagine this: HIMARS systems can fire precise and powerful rocket salvos from shore, targeting critical targets. The Inland Navigation Launch System, INLS, serves as a bridge to position these heavy vehicles exactly where they are needed, ready for the assault. As a military expert, how would you assess the importance of INLS and amphibious landing systems in maintaining combat effectiveness during amphibious operations? Share your thoughts in the comments section below this video. When it comes to amphibious operations, our first thought is often of powerful warships capable of transporting military forces and equipment from distant islands to shore. This is the specialty of the United States Marine Corps, USMC. Amphibious ships like the San Antonio-class LPD landing dock stand out as some of the best amphibious assault ships in the world, not only for their troop transport capability, but also for their ability to deploy vehicles, aircraft, and amphibious craft ashore. The San Antonio-class ships are notable not only for their troop transport capabilities, with space to carry up to 2,000 Marines and 14 heavy amphibious vehicles, but also for their ability to deploy combat vehicles, armored trucks, and helicopters ashore. With a large flight deck, the San Antonio LPD can accommodate and operate heavy amphibious craft, such as the LCAC, Landing Craft Air Cushion Vehicle, which is an air cushion vehicle that rides on water, allowing rapid deployment of troops and equipment to shore. The U.S. military and the armed forces of many countries still rely on heavy trucks to meet the demands of fast and efficient transportation. Let me give you an example from the German military using military trucks from Rheinmetall, Germany's RMMV Rheinmetall military vehicles line of trucks, such as the HX2, HX60, and HX77, which have proven their versatility and durability under all combat conditions. Heavy military trucks such as the MTL-70 heavy equipment carrier, Hasich ET, and the M939 series are designed to transport heavy combat vehicles, including tanks, armored vehicles, other military machinery, and supplies. For example, the M70 HET can carry up to 154,000 pounds of cargo, allowing large military vehicles to be moved from ports or logistics centers to strategic areas, even in rugged terrain or areas without developed roads. Each M70 can carry an M1 Abrams tank weighing around 132,000 pounds, helping the U.S. military maintain mobility and readiness on any battlefield. Additionally, the M939 series trucks, with a payload capacity of 22,000 to 33,000 pounds, are widely used to transport weapons, ammunition, and essential military supplies. These trucks can operate in a variety of weather conditions and terrain, from arid desert areas to blizzards, and can even function during amphibious operations when roads are blocked. According to our research, heavy military trucks like the M270 HET cost around $1 million each, while other truck models like the M939 range from $50,000 to $150,000, depending on the configuration and special features. In extreme snow and icy conditions, drivers can use tire chains to ensure the vehicles operate effectively in difficult terrain. Whether transporting troops, towing artillery, or recovering equipment, these vehicles maintain optimal performance. These transportation methods not only ensure combat readiness, but also reflect the crucial logistical strategies that determine success in any military campaign. In severe winter conditions, the U.S. military must carefully prepare to face the challenges of ice and snow. To prepare for operations in polar regions, U.S. military personnel may train in Alaska, but frequently participate participate in snow and ice exercises in Norway, a NATO member country. One of the key exercises is the annual Trident Juncture exercise, which helps U.S. military drivers learn how to use caterpillar tracks and drive vehicles on snow and ice-covered roads. Additionally, the U.S. Marine Corps has the opportunity to hone its combat skills in cold weather and mountainous terrain in Germany through Exercise Snowpanzer. This is part of a training plan designed to make Marines proficient in fighting in extreme environments like the Arctic. During winter training, soldiers also conduct special exercises, including operating vehicles in deep snow, moving infantry through frozen areas, and using cold weather gear such as protective winter suits and communications equipment that works in extreme cold. The U.S. military also conducts joint exercises with NATO allies in cold regions, such as Norway, where they practice winter warfare tactics from establishing observation posts to deploying forces in remote areas. These invaluable experiences will serve as important assets for future military operations. But training doesn't stop at tactics and strategy. The training also helps soldiers become accustomed to maintaining combat readiness in freezing conditions. While UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, play an increasingly important role in modern warfare, the U.S. military will also test UAVs in extreme cold environments to evaluate their performance under these harsh conditions. Throughout the history of warfare, U.S. military operations in the Arctic have been rare since the Korean War. However, training in ice and snow has been crucial in preparing for future combat operations in polar regions. Fortunately, tracked combat vehicles have a significant advantage in these conditions, and the U.S. military possesses a wide range of tracked vehicles, such as the Abrams tank and the Bradley infantry fighting vehicle. One of the special vehicles used is the BV-206, a renowned multi-terrain tracked vehicle that excels not only in snow and ice, but also offers low cost and the ability to carry up to 2.4 tons of cargo, or 17 soldiers. According to our findings, with a top speed of 40 miles per hour, the BV-206 is an ideal choice for combat training in polar regions. The BV-206 is not only used by the U.S. military, but is also exported and widely used by many countries around the world, including Sweden, Canada, Norway, and the United Kingdom, especially for missions in cold regions such as Alaska, Northern Europe, and Antarctica. In recent military campaigns, the BV-206 has proven its value in strategic areas such as Afghanistan and Iraq, where complex terrain demands vehicles that can operate effectively in snow, ice, and rugged mountainous terrain. With a price range of $150,000 to $200,000 per unit, the BV-206 is a relatively low-cost vehicle compared to other heavy transport vehicles, yet it offers exceptional performance in difficult terrain. Furthermore, the Hoku Daien training facility in Hokkaido, Japan, frequently provides U.S. military personnel with the opportunity to participate in snow driving training exercises. Vehicles like the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle, JLTV, are gradually replacing the legendary Humvee, and their ability to move through snow and ice is an essential factor in their design. Specifically during training, drivers will operate the JLTV both with and without tracks to experience the distinct difference and see the significant benefits of using tracks in such challenging conditions. Maintaining U.S. military operations in harsh conditions requires a massive logistics system and the ability to flexibly deploy forces. Ro-ro, roll-on roll-off ships, combined with the Navy's enhanced littoral system, are vital tools for transporting military vehicles and equipment, ensuring that logistics and combat forces can quickly reach the polar regions. In particular, the U.S. Marine Corps' amphibious assault ships are highly adept at deploying troops to combat zones from the sea, which is one of their distinctive strengths. This demonstrates that the U.S. military is ready to face any challenge, even in the extreme conditions of the Arctic. With thorough training and close coordination with NATO allies, the U.S. will surely weather any storm and continue to maintain a strong military presence in these regions. What are your thoughts on these training exercises? Could the ability to maintain combat readiness in freezing conditions become a decisive factor in future U.S. military campaigns? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you love stories about naval power, powerful warships, and modern military strategies, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos. At Combatants, we will continue to bring you exciting content, in-depth analysis, and the most interesting information about the Navy and global military force.